Hi everyone, welcome to Storytime with Sam. Today's theme is going to be mermaids, and so I'm going to read a few books to you about mermaids and do a little song about fish in the ocean. But first we're going to start off with our Zoom 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 song that I taught you last week. This one though is going to be a fun variation with pirates because mermaids and pirates have to get along in the sea. So here we go. All right. Zoom, 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 we're searching for doubloons. Zoom, 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 we're searching for doubloons. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my pirate ship. Zoom, 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 we're searching for doubloons. Zoom, 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 we're searching for doubloons. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy! All right, so let's get started with our first book. In this one, it's going to be How to Catch a Mermaid. Now, move that over here. All right. Last week, I saw a mermaid. It's not something I'd pretend. I'd really like to catch her so she could be my friend. We'd have the best adventures. I'd learn her mermaid ways. We'd tour her mermaid city. We'd swim for days and days. Hey, you two, come follow me. I need you on my team. The water's where we need to plan our mermaid catching scheme. But how to catch a mermaid? You don't learn this in school. We'll need to build a gentle trap and start near the tide pool. First, I have this jewelry box. She'll love this bait I bought her. She can't resist a treasure chest. Oh no, it's in the water. You know who else can't resist a treasure chest? Pirates. But anyway, back to mermaids. Well, mermaids love bright, shiny things. A crown will catch her eye. We'll lure her in with this new trap, and then our net will fly. Her seaweed lasso snatched the crown. We'll need a different plan. Let's put a sparkly necklace down inside a giant clam. She switched the necklace with a rock to stop the clam from snapping. Now she has another prize. We need some better trapping. We made a lasso of our own and hid in the seaweed. She swam too fast for us to catch. Oh, when will we succeed? There she goes. They're struggling over there. Now let's try to switch it up and play some funky beats. Maybe that will draw her in? Oh no, there's a shark, retreat! We escaped from all the sharks. That was a scary scene. But now we get to up our game with this cool submarine. There it is. The dog driving the submarine? Wow. This submarine has robot arms to catch our fishy lass. But this mermaid can't be caught. She really is too fast. It's time to pull out all the stops. We have to be quite sneaky. But she heard our trap from far away. That treasure chest was creaky. Creak! Oh no, look out! The sharks are back! We're doomed, what can we do? We used up all our traps and bait. Without some help, we're through. Our mermaid comes to save the day. She made a trap to save us. She scares the sharks and scoops us up. She really is courageous. Hooray, we're safe and back on land. These cheers to our mermaid. We'll miss her smart and clever tricks. We wish she could have stayed. The end. So that's our first mermaid book and teaching us how to catch a mermaid. And in the end, I think she caught them and saved them from the sharks. So our next mermaid book is about Mabel. It's a mermaid fable. And this one's a little surprising about mermaids. You just wait and see. What was weird about Mabel wasn't her mustache. Her dad had a mustache. Her mom had a mustache. Her big sisters had matching mustaches. Even her baby brother had a tiny baby mustache. What was weird about Mabel was that she had no mustache at all. I'm nude. Look, she's hiding her face because she doesn't have a mustache. Mabel tried hiding her nose behind jaunty shells and by wearing seaweed falsies, but this only made her feel like a clown. Nudie branch! Mabel had no idea what a nudie branch was, but if she was one, the only thing to do was hide! So she frittered away, who knows how long, hiding in holes along the ocean floor. Until Mabel realized she was not alone. "Who are you?" she asked. "I'm Lucky," said the giant eye. "Who are you?" "I'm Mabel." "Why are you here?" Mabel asked. "Because I only have 7 legs." "That sure sounds like a lot of legs." "I'm supposed to have 8, said Lucky. There's Lucky. "What can you do with 8 legs that you can't do with 7? Mabel asked. "Count to 8, said Lucky. "I can teach you to count to 8, said Mabel. Mabel actually helped Lucky count all the way up to 88. And Lucky sort of taught Mabel how to juggle. Great! Then they pretended to be king and queen of the corals. Nudie branches! "Sorry," said Lucky. "I leak when I'm scared." "That's okay," said Mabel. "What's a nudie branch?" "Nudie branches are sea slugs," said Lucky. "Oh," said Mabel. "So that's why they're awful?" "They aren't awful, silly," said Lucky. "Nudie branches are amazing." Oh my gosh, look at all the sea slugs. "I'm amazing," says that little sea slug. Suddenly, Mabel realized everything she ever really needed was already right under her nose. I wonder what comes after 88. Let's find out. And off they go. I love that story. So to go along with our mermaid stories, we're going to sing a little song called Bubble Bubble Pop. And it's about fish swimming in the sea. And we do little arm motions to do the bubbles and then the pop. So if you want to follow along, go ahead. I'm going to get started right now. So, one little red fish swimming in the water, one little red fish swimming in the water, one little red fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Two little blue fish swimming in the water, two little blue fish swimming in the water, two little blue fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Three little green fish swimming in the water, three little green fish swimming in the water, three little green fish swimming in the water, Bubble, 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 pop. All right, last one. Four little yellow fish swimming in the water. Four little yellow fish swimming in the water. Four little yellow fish swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 bop. That's a fun song. It gets you moving. You can move your arms around, get the wiggles out. So, and get ready for our last, but certainly not least, mermaid book. And this one's called Aqualicious. It's by the same person who wrote Pinkalicious, and I know that's a lot of people's favorites. So we're going to see what Aqualicious is about. All right. I was collecting seashells. I found a shell and held it next to my ear so I could listen to the ocean. Instead of hearing the ocean, I heard a little voice inside the shell. "Put me down, I'm trying to nap," the voice said. "Eek!" I screamed. I was scared, but I was also curious. I looked inside the shell. I saw a little face with long hair. "Can you help me?" said the little voice. "Help you? What are you?" I asked. "I am Aqua," she said shyly, wiggling out of the shell. "Hi, my name is Pinkalicious," I said. "Oh, I love the color pink, but blue is my favorite color," Aqua said. "I'm a merminny." "What's a merminny?" I asked. "Merminnies are a smaller, rarer species of mermaids," said Aqua. "Just like there are lots of different kinds of fish, there are many different kinds of mermaids. Merminnies only inhabit this sea coast. I am actually quite well known, and Wowee! I screamed excitedly before she could finish. I didn't think mermaids or merminnies actually existed. I put Aqua in my bucket so I could show her to my brother, Peter. "Peter, look what I found! A mermaid!" I said. Peter was burying Mommy and Daddy in the sand while they napped. I dumped the contents of the bucket onto the towel. "Say something, Aqua," I commanded. "I was actually speaking to you when you put me in your pail of periwinkles, hermit crabs, and seashells, which I do not appreciate. Hermit crabs bite! I'd like to go home now, please." "Yes, you do need a home," Peter said. "Come on, Pinkalicious. Let's build a palace for her. I bet she is a princess." Peter and I immediately got to work. We built a big sandcastle with turrets and decorated it with shells, stones, and feathers. Wow, look at that sandcastle. "Do you like it, Aqua?" I asked. "Yes, I do like it. It is lovely, but it isn't my home. I live underwater and I should get back there," she said. "Of course, but wouldn't you like to have lunch with us first?" asked Peter. What are you eating?" "Normally I only eat algae and phytoplankton. Human food could be a real treat," she said. I put Aqua in my water cup and carried her to the concession stand to let her pick out her lunch. "I would like one of everything," she said, "and don't forget the sea salt." "Would you like to play miniature golf with us?" I asked Aqua after lunch. "All you have to do is hit the little ball into the hole," Peter said. "I'll help you, but then I really should be going," Aqua said. She hid in the hole on the putting green. "Just hit the ball and I will grab it, and then you'll win." "That's cheating. I don't want to play if you can't play fairly," I said, stomping back to the beach. "Sorry, Pinkalicious," Aqua said. "Perhaps I can teach you to surf. Just balance on this board and ride through the waves like this." "Whee! This is fantastic," I said. "Uh-oh, Pinkalicious, that looks dangerous. I'm going to wake up Mommy and Daddy if you're going to stay in the water, said Peter from the shore. That's a pretty good idea. You want to be safe. Suddenly, a seagull grabbed Aqua and flew away. Help! Help me! Please, don't let it eat me, Aqua screamed as she dangled from its beak. Oh no. Quick, Peter, the gull is by the lighthouse. We can still save Aqua, I said, running as fast as I could. Hurry, before she becomes a mermini mincemeat, said Peter. Don't worry, Aqua. Peter threw a mussel to the seagull, who dropped Aqua into the soft seagrass. Peter picked her up from the ground. We quickly climbed into a little sailboat before the seagull came back for her. You'll be safe here. We will protect you, said Peter. Thank you for saving me. I really appreciate it. But now it's time for me to go home. You humans lead such exhausting lives, sighed Aqua. Okay, Aqua, you can go back home, Peter said as he carefully put Aqua in the water. So long, Aqua. It was nice to meet you, I said, waving goodbye. What are you doing? Screamed Aqua. No! Help me! There are sharks and eels and horrible crabs in there. This is not my home. Get me out of here. Uh-oh. Peter scooped Aqua out of the water and brought her back to our tower. If you don't live in the sea, where do you live? I asked. Over there, said Daddy, who was now awake and pointing to a building on the other side of the sand dune. Aqua is famous. We came to this beach so we could visit the aquarium where Aqua lives. She's a real mermini. We were going to tell you all about her, but I guess we fell asleep, said Mommy. Sometimes I like to sneak out and go to the beach and see what I can discover. It's good to be curious. You never know what you will find. And you humans are lots of fun. Now I need to get back home to my tank before anyone notices that I'm gone. Will you take me? Asked Aqua. Inside the aquarium, Aqua swam in her tank. There was a crowd of people who clapped and cheered for her. She was famous. As she swam by on her seahorse, she waved to us. I whispered, "Thank you, Aqua. You are beautiful." Afterward, we got blueberry and sea swirl ice cream. Today was truly aqualicious, I said. Who knew that collecting seashells could be so much fun? The end. And that's it for today for our books about mermaids and our little mermaid themed story time. I hope you guys join me next week where we'll be talking about going back to school and having fun. Bye!